This experiment might be crazy, but what would you do if you had to rebuild your life from scratch right now? Hot seat edition.
Yeah, so we're gonna be asking and answering the questions to figure that out for ourselves. So,
All right, question number one. Where do you see yourself in 6 months?
in 6 months, I will definitely be settling into a whole nother country. We're still deciding where we're going. Actually, we know. We're just not telling y'all yet.
Yeah, we know. We definitely know.
We know.
Even down to the building and the city.
Yes.
But we're gonna gatekeep that. We're not gatekeepers. We're gonna gatekeep that.
So we know where we're going. In 6 months, though, we're gonna be getting settled in. We like to host events. So I foresee us hosting our first event in our new place. We will be, you are pretty much revamping your whole career right now. So I also see us getting settled into how our work routine is going to go. Since we'll be working with clients in America, I think getting into the swing of that. So because from now we're about 3 months out, so we'll be 3 months in at that point, 6 months from now. So yeah, I think still just getting settled in, but also starting to spread our wings and build our community.
Okay, you're up.
All right. And so for you, I know you like to say you don't care about what people say, but what do you think people are going to say about you for making this whole change?
I think people are gonna be excited. So I changed my profile pic yesterday on all my socials, so it's a bit interesting. And then I'm kind of doing a career change right now. Currently, I've got a service-based business where I'm having to go to people's houses, and I'm gonna have a service-based business where I'm working completely online, and it's very exciting. Started the training for that. I've been getting my butt kicked. I didn't get back in the house till like midnight last night.
I was knocked out, y'all.
Yeah. She had to call me and make sure I was still alive, but I was up studying. Okay, my turn. Let's see. So, what kind of lifestyle do you expect to have in 6 months?
So the lifestyle I envision for myself in 6 months, I see a lot more living in abundance and having a greater sense of peace. So right now, we just got married. We've had a lot happening in our lives. So when we're more settled in 6 months, I foresee things being a little bit more calmer. So we won't have so many different events and moving and this, blah, 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 blah. So things will be a little bit more calmer. I'll be getting settled in with my business and navigating how I'll be doing the time zones there. But I think I'll be less stressed.
Okay, makes sense.
It'll be less stressful. I see myself being able to wake up and kind of have my time zones will be flipped. So like I'm on a whole nother schedule, but that gives me more time to do the things that I really love doing, like going out and taking our walks and going to coffee shops and trying to meet up with people that, are on the ground where we're headed. And like I said, about doing the events, but also spending more time with my wellness goals.
Okay.
I think I'll have more time and money to do that when I'm in our next destination. And that the whole wellness aspect is a big part of what I want to change when I'm overseas.
Okay, got it. All right. Okay, what's your question for me?
Okay. And so I want to know the same thing for you. What is the vision that you have of your life in 6 months?
Yachts, Porsches, gold chains. No, I'm just kidding. 6 months, man, I want to be at peace as well. It's been a little bit turbulent these last few months, and it'll be nice to have calm seas. With the kind of career change that I'm doing, I foresee being able to have a little bit more fun. I'm tired of going out and doing the servicing of clients myself. That's kind of weighs down on me and then kind of my time. And so I've got a couple other things I want to build as well, like some really cool stuff, maybe another like YouTube channel where I get to do kind of experiments and stuff like that. And just kind of being able to be a little bit more free. Like I haven't had like a free kind of travel adventure time, and it feels like forever, even though we've been on a lot of trips this year and we still have a few more trips and the year's almost over. I just would like to get back on the road. Okay, my next question.
I want to add to that. I think that sense of freedom that we always talk about, we feel over there, that's what I'm like craving the most.
Yeah.
I think we're on the same page with that.
Definitely hitting the scooter and heading to the mall. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Excited. Let's see, my next question for you. What's your top one personal goal that you want to have accomplished within the next 6 months?
So it goes back to my last thing about wellness. So I know we talk about food in Houston a lot, but since I've moved to Houston, I gained 40 pounds. And
Totally not my fault, by the way. I didn't do it.
so, of course, it's my fault. I was the one like gobble, gobble, gobble. But I would like to get back to, it doesn't have to be my previous weight, but I want to get back to a lower weight and really tone up my body. So just making time for fitness and not just me going in the gym on my own. I want to be able to do some classes. I really enjoy classes. So I'm looking forward to that and just getting my weight down, getting my body snatched, you know. So that's my goal over the next 6 months.
Okay. All right. Good goals.
Yeah.
All right.
So for you, what kind of people do you think you want to surround yourself with once we're in our next destination?
Let's see, when we're in our next destination, I want to surround myself with people that are living kind of like their dream life. And I think most people that are living their dream life is tied to financial freedom. Because, I mean, no matter where you are in the world, things cost money. And so you want people that I want to be surrounded by people that aren't afraid to, hey, let's go fly over to Switzerland and get some chocolate real quick. Man, let's go check out the gambling in Macau. You know, just some stuff. Or let's go sit on a boat for a day or two. Stuff like that's really kind of freeing. Or even if it's just like, hey man, y'all want to go do some big kid stuff and I'll go to the Disney World in Japan. You know, stuff like that you want to do, but it's like, all right, let me find cool people that want to go do that as well. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like here, a lot of times our friends and people that we know everyone's so busy. Everyone is so busy. When we have connected with people abroad in the past, you're kind of like living a whole different lifestyle. You're managing your responsibilities, but also we're making more time to do the fun things. So, yeah.
Okay. All right, so my last two questions are going to be kind of personal questions. So there are two people that were in Elle's life that I never got to meet, which is her mom and her dad. So my last two questions are going to be about her mom and her dad. So the first one is going to be about her mom. So what is your favorite memory that you have with your mom?
I really love, and this is something so simple, but when I would go home, and now you're gonna make me cry. But when I would go home and go visit her in Cleveland, we would always go ride bikes. We would go ride bikes around the neighborhood. We would go walk in the park. And our little inside sayings, you know, she'd always be like, girl, and I would mock her. And we just had our little things, you know. Me and my mom didn't always have the best relationship, but as I got older and got more emotionally mature, our relationship got to be really good. We would talk on the phone every day. And when I was living in LA, I would call her and we would talk and walk, and it's just the little things that we would do. And I guess a lot of it was like being outside and just being in the park, or, you know, so it was fun.
That's kind of why we're always in the parks, outside doing stuff.
Yeah, I like being outside.
All right, go ahead. Question number 4 for you, for me.
Whew. Give me a second.
We're not gonna edit this out, y'all. We
Hmm.
can, but we're not gonna.
Okay, so for you, I asked you about the people that you want to surround yourself, but in this next chapter of your life, being a married man,
Mhm.
being, in another country, who do you plan to become in order to live that life?
Um, like the Lion King song, "The King, I know he can't." No, uh, I have to become my best self. I gotta be a fit husband, fit father. I have to be the big brother that my little brother and sister can lean on and say, "Hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that?" And then my answer needs to always be yes, yes. And this person will put you there. This person will put you there. That person that people can call on and depend on. And I mean, I'm not gonna say I wasn't always a good person. I think I always had good intentions. The way I might have went about things wasn't necessarily always the best. And I kind of feel like if I've ever wronged you in my life, yeah, I'm sorry. And I should have been able to do better. I should have done better. That's on me. But as far as who I want to become is the person that would make my inner child excited to call his dad, brother, friend, associate, business partner. So, okay. All right. My 5th and final question for the lovely Mrs. L. Mills. All right. So I've always heard that, well, I'll start it a different way. So I love to cook. I love food. I make ice creams. I make appetizers. I make desserts, cookies, sauces, seasoning blends, drinks,
Hmm.
just about everything you can think of. I heard from you that your dad was an amazing chef. And something I want to be able to recreate for you one day is the favorite dish that he made for you. It could be a ham sandwich, but what was your favorite dish that your dad made for you?
My dad used to make great macaroni and cheese.
Hmm.
It's just a very classic dish. I feel like my aunt, his sister, taught me how to also make mac and cheese. So I think mine is pretty good. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I know you make great mac and cheese too, but I actually prefer you're more experimental
Mhm.
with your cooking versus like, I feel like our parents' age, they pass down our classic Southern
Mhm.
type of
Yeah.
recipes. So I feel like I don't need you to recreate something that he would have made
Mhm.
because you experiment with your own way, and I enjoy the way you cook. Clearly.
She hit y'all with the bat wing flat. Okay, okay. I do have a good green chili mac and cheese that I've been working on for a while, but I'll have to bust that recipe out for you. All right. Your last question for me, question number 5.
Okay. If you did not take on this experiment and see it through, what do you think you would regret?
So there's a concept, and I don't think we've talked about this in our videos yet, but maybe we have, of living the same 6 months for the rest of your life. And I think that at one point in time I was stuck in that cycle. It's like you would get ahead and then you would drop back down. You would get ahead and you would drop back down. And so, but you would be in it and you would be living it and you would never have an external force or an external accountability partner saying, "Hey, you need to work on these things. That's not a good way to live. It's not good to have your credit score shoot up and shoot down and shoot up and shoot down." Um, you kind of want to build like a good basis for things. And so I felt like if this wasn't successful, it would be back into that cycle of scraping, barely making it, doing what you can do. Because I mean, I'm a pretty scrappy individual. I'm one of those people that I'm really good at researching, so I'm able to learn and acquire skills really quickly. But I haven't always been the best person when it comes to seeing things through and the follow-up. Like you think about a golf swing, you bring it back, you stop short, the ball's not gonna go anywhere. It might come off the tee a little bit, but it's not gonna go 200, 300, 400 yards to even be able to hit a hole-in-one. And I think that many people are capable of hitting a lot of hole-in-ones, a lot of home runs, a lot of touchdowns, but I don't think that people realize that. And I think a lot of people sell themselves too short on a lot of things in life. I being one of those people. Like, I'm highly skilled, don't get me wrong, but the reason for the career change, one of the big reasons, I got tired of seeing people making it, seeing other people's success. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm really excited, really happy for their success, but I got tired of not seeing that success for myself. So now I've been grinding. I'm taking a 90-day course. The first 30 days, you can't skip a single day, but in the midst of the 30 days, because I didn't have the foundational skills I needed, I had to take a 10-hour course, which I'm in the middle of right now, that I have to finish up today so I can start the 30 days tomorrow. Whew, boy, it's hopefully I'll start but the first couple modules have been kicking me in the teeth. But, you know, doing this and being able to dedicate the time and the money and her giving me the patience and the grace to accomplish something different is gonna help me ensure that I make sure that we get to exactly where we're going as a couple. And exactly being able to blow out our dreams, because I think a lot of people, you know, you ask me, hey, what are your dreams? What do you want to do? Man, you should put that thing so high up there. Your dreams should be so far past what you think you can do. That way, if you don't reach them, you're still lifetimes from where you were when you started.
So that is it. We got, had our hot seat questions, got a little emotional. I didn't expect that. But we just hope you guys got to know a little bit more about us, and we want to get to know you. So drop something in the comments. If you have a question for us, like, just drop it in the comments and we will answer.
Yes.
You know, we want to connect with you guys. Also, if you want to follow us on Instagram, we're at Y'all Wear. So
Y'all Wear everywhere.
yes.
Merch coming soon. All right, thanks for watching. Peace.